What's special about CNC macro programming? In this video, we'll show a very basic example comparing macro programming to traditional G and M code, highlighting how macros can simplify and optimize CNC programming. Then, you can decide for yourself which approach works best. If we look at these two helical milling programs, we can all agree that the traditional G and M coding is shorter, as it makes use of external subprogram to reduce the amount of code. However, if we check the toolpath in the graphics window, we can also agree that both the traditional G and M code and the macro program produce the same results. Okay, let's compare the effort it takes to write a macro program versus traditional G and M code. On the left, you'll see the macro program. A seasoned macro programmer would typically take about 2 minutes to create this program. The macro requires no manual calculations, as it handles all the necessary calculations internally. Additionally, no subprogram is needed. Instead, the macro uses a simple if condition to replace the need for a subprogram. Now, let's look at the traditional G and M code. Here, we have two key calculations. First, subtracting the tool diameter from the hole diameter for tool compensation, and then dividing by 2. The second calculation is determining the number of subprogram repeats needed to reach the required depth for helical milling. On top of that, we must input the radius value and X movement values throughout the entire G and M code program. The key advantage of the macro program is flexibility. If the hole diameter, tool diameter, or depth of the hole changes, we can simply alter the variables in the macro program in seconds to meet the new machining conditions. However, with the traditional G and M code program, we nearly have to rewrite the entire program and redo all the calculations, adjusting all the new values throughout the program. This increases the potential for errors and makes the process more time-consuming. As you can see, the macro program simplifies the process, saves time, and reduces the risk of errors compared to traditional coding.